We're standing on top of a train, looking death in the eye.
That was quite a trip, wasn't it?
Quite a trip. If anyone had told me that we'd have ended up here, I would have laughed in their faces. So, where do we start?
Let's say a freezing cold day greeted us on that fateful Stavonian morning.
Furry heavens! Could you be any more cheesy?
I thought I was getting better at this.
That'll never happen.
Well then, let's just start at the beginning. Well, here we are.
I'm gonna freeze to death.
Now that you mention it, my dear friend, we're a little early, so you'll have plenty of time to do that.
No matter. I can already taste the champagne and olives on my tongue.
Champagne and olives?
The party! Aren't you looking forward to the big Bon Voyage party tonight?
Oh, that. I'd skip it if I could.
Ha! Moses, you're the saddest animal I've ever had the misfortune to meet. For once in your life, you should let loose. We're on a holiday, right?
Let me remind you that no, we are not on holiday. This is work.
Very heavens. You're beyond hope, Moses.
Well, you're probably right, my dear friend.
So we freeze to death. But, I see other passengers are starting to arrive.
We can have a little sniff around before we leave the station. Literally and figuratively.
Good idea. Although, I might not be able to move anymore.
Look who's here.
The ambassador. Ah, that creep makes my tail tingle.
Stay focused, Plato. We'll do what we've been hired to do, and we can take our well-deserved vacation.
When I think we have to protect this monster.
Let's not jump to conclusions, dear fellow. You know rumors are sometimes just rumors.
These aren't just rumors, Moses. They're facts.
We have a job to do, and we're going to do it. All right?
Yeah, all right.
Speaking of which, you're a Manu, right? A palace's cat? Shouldn't you be perfectly fine in the cold?
I've never told you about my cryophobia? My unnatural fear of freezing?
The amount you usually talk, it surprises me too, but no. You never mentioned it before.
Well, it was because of the war.
Oh, right. The war.
I spent a whole winter in a trench. I got the chill up to my bones and my soul. And somehow, I wasn't the same animal after that.
And that affected your perception of the cold.
Some people lose their sense of smell after a major trauma, or see colors different.
That's interesting. Please tell me more about it.
I'd rather not. You overanalyze everything and everybody. It can be really unpleasant.
Well, I'm sorry.
Don't worry, I'm used to it.
Ah, finally. This is ridiculous. I've been waiting here for an age.
Sir, welcome.
Just grab the bags and pack them quickly. My daughter and I are freezing to death out here.
Sir, I think you misunderstand.
Are they paying you to talk or work? I am at my wit's end here. Can you believe it, my dear?
Leave me out of this.
Dear sir, I genuinely think there's been a misunderstanding here.
Just take our luggage and load it while I'm in a good mood. Are you tired of life?
Oh my. That was a mistake.
Let me step in. This is Moses Wildflower, and I'm Plato Palladius of the Clawville Police Department. We are here because, unfortunately for us, we have been entrusted with the full protection of you and your dear daughter until this magnificent train reaches Clawville.
Is that so? Well, why didn't you start with that?
We tried, but it must be the noise.
Whatever. So you're in the service of the Fox King, huh? Very well. Then I'll see you at the party soon, yes?
In fact, I think we'd rather...
Moses, we'll be there, sir.
All right then.
Joyful. Until then, gentlemen. Porter! Where's the porter?
Keep your voice down. My head is splitting.
Interesting.
What?
Yes?
My daughter. Spoiled little brat. But I suppose that's mainly my fault.
Ah, come on. Don't blame yourself.
If you want to know more, perhaps you should ask Her Majesty. I don't have time for this.
Thank you. We will, sir.
Do not bother me. Ask my daughter if you want to know something. You people give me migraines.
I beg your pardon?
Don't take it personally. I can't stand coppers in any shape or form.
Ah, I see. Well, the feeling is mutual.
You're just kidding me, yes?
Oh, of course.
Madam, we are pleased to be of service to you and your good father.
Do I look like I've molted for the first time?
What? I beg your pardon?
I know you despise us, and you have every reason to, but I don't care. Nor do I care about these ridiculous peace negotiations.
Oh, I see. That was refreshingly cold and honest.
Just stay away from me. Or at least keep your flattery to yourself.
You know what? You're really a little...
Good day.
Same to you, madam.
Whew, she's something, ain't she? Just like the weather here. Ice cold and, well, mostly ice cold.
Indeed. But it's interesting what she said. I mean about the peace negotiations.
You know what? I don't like the idea of them myself. And these Stavonians make my tail cramp up.
I thought you were a devout pacifist. You should be happy for peace.
Well, since I've been through the hell of war myself, I am. But this is just smoke and mirrors, Moses. There will never be peace between Stavonia and Clawville. Hostility is coated in our blood.
Maybe. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We haven't even started this journey.
Yeah, you're right. And we might just be in for the adventure of a lifetime, huh?
Oh, but every day is an adventure with you, Plato. More and more passengers.
If you want to know more than animals are willing to tell you, use your refined senses, Moses. Remember what you've taught me.
You're in a rather educational mood today, my dear friend. I could almost call it lecturing.
You'll thank me later, Moses. Believe me.
If you say so. Excuse my rudeness. My name is...
Oh, come on, it's no problem. What can I write? Who will it be for?
What? No, I don't...
Then simply Cassidy Lupus, star of Silent Wolf and the Loudest Howl. Here we go, darling.
But I...
Don't thank me, friend. It's nothing. My pleasure.
Well, thank you.
Hey, mister.
Yes, little... thingy?
Little what?
What a perceptive mind. Indeed, that is exactly the case.
This is Detective Moses Wildflower, and I'm Plato Palladius from the Clawville Police Department. And we're not here for your autograph. You can be sure of that.
What, the police?
For the wild ones. Cassidy, what have you done now?
Not a single thing, Cassandra, dear, I swear. At least, I don't think.
Nothing to worry about, madam. Sir, we just wanted to say hello and assure you that with 2 senior police officers on board, you will have the safest and most comfortable journey possible.
Oh, really? That's rather nice to hear.
Don't worry about Cassidy. He's a bit weak in the knees. But otherwise, he's a pretty nice guy. At least, for the most part.
For the most part. But darling...
Stop staring at that woman.
What woman? I know.
Yes, you are. You are looking at that cat. Stop it, it's humiliating.
It's not a cat, it's a panther.
And that's an excuse.
I swear, I wasn't staring, sweetie.
I thought you were over this cat thing.
Forgive me for the autograph fiasco. You know, the fans just find me everywhere. It's a nightmare.
Oh, I can imagine.
You can't imagine.
And the lady is...
What a barbarian I am. This is my companion and partner in many cinematic wonders, the magnificent Cassandra Ruby Faye.
Gentlemen, if I may say so, it's extremely reassuring that you're traveling with us. You are a real gentleman.
Don't worry about a thing, as long as you see us.
Are you two going to the party?
I regret to say that we probably will.
That's wonderful.
See you there, madam. Sir?
Believe me, he's not so horrible. Just a little disorganized.
Oh, you got me. For good. I couldn't deny it if I wanted to.
You know, it's funny meeting you here, on the other side of the world.
It is indeed. The wilderness is so small.
Madam, I've been around the world more than once, and I assure you, it's quite huge.
And yet, 4 citizens of Clawville just happen to be in the same place at the same time. What a wonderful coincidence. Am I right?
I wouldn't be so sure that's a coincidence.
Here we go. Ignore his cryptic remarks, like, you know, our lives are a tattered detective novel.
Oh, how exciting. Isn't it, darling?
That's right. It's awfully cold here, isn't it?
Yes, it is, Cassidy.
I'm sure you'll be nice and toasty in your cabin.
Tell me, where are you two staying? Up front?
Well, we're officially in the last car.
The... what? That's horrible.
Honestly, we were a bit surprised too.
My condolences, officers. If I were you, I would complain to management immediately.
Oh, it's all right. We can take it. The most important thing is to do our job, and nothing else.
I've been through 2 wars. I think I've slept in worse places.
Have you seen the inside of the last car? I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Keep your eyes open, detectives. I mean, all your senses.
What do you mean?
Oh, I don't mean anything. But it seems a strange bunch of people are gathered here. My ears are itching, and that always means trouble.
We'll keep an eye out, madam. You have my word.
Oh, you seem to have stepped out of another age, my dear detective.
Yeah, tell me about it. He's a living fossil.
Well, well.
Let's do this.
Is that a Malvaceae hippoconia?
I was wondering the same thing myself.
Plato, please.
Do you really know the names of all the flower varieties in the world by heart? And is that even healthy?
I'm the perfect example that names have meanings. I am Wildflower, after all. Also, everyone has a passion.
And some are more harmful than others.
You don't mean the flowers, do you? Greetings, sir. My name is...
Yes, you two are the detectives, right?
Yes, indeed we are. Although, frankly, I'm surprised that you know.
The whole station is talking about it. 2 detectives protecting that pale-furred, sharp-toothed... And I was just wondering, where are my detectives?
Your... excuse me?
If our beloved king sends personal protection to defend his enemies, like the ambassador of the Stavonian government, surely he sends 1 or 2 to protect his own beloved ally, the ambassador to his own colony. Am I right? Which would be myself.
You? You're the ambassador of Tirogo?
No other. Mujara Panina, ambassador, high priest, guru, and spiritual seer. I'm genuinely horrified that you don't know who I am.
If I may say so, you speak the Clawville dialect admirably.
Please do not change the topic. Although, I do speak with particular skill, yes.
I am truly sorry that you have not been properly escorted, sir, but you must be aware of the very delicate relationship between the Clawvillian crown and the Stavonian government.
Pah, don't take me for a fool. Don't blame yourself. I'm used to being surrounded by the incompetent. Varney,
I'm here, sir.
good. Chat with these gentlemen while I go rest my eyes.
Yes, of course, Separ. How can I help you, gentlemen?
Seriously?
Yes. It's a pleasure to meet you and Ambassador Mujara.
The Separ is quite tired. I hope you will forgive him for being a bit irritable.
The Separ?
Darogo's religious leaders, who also wield considerable political influence.
Very well said. You are highly educated and well-informed, Detective.
Thank you, Miss Fani.
You could have boarded the train much later if you're going to the peace negotiations. So what are you doing here on the frozen other side of the world?
Unfortunately, that is sensitive, rather top-secret information.
You see, Miss Fani, we are in the service of the Clawville government. We serve our common king. You need not be afraid to share anything with us.
I fear that even you are not authorized to have this information, dear detectives. I am really very sorry. It is a most sensitive topic.
Well, in that case, that's not a problem. If it's so very, very sensitive, we understand.
Thank you, gentlemen. You are very kind.
Secrets are part of our work. We understand.
Thank you. Your discretion means a lot to me.
Oh, we're discreet, ma'am.
Well, yes, we are. Most of the time.
Welcome, gentlemen. Detectives Wildflower and Palladius, I presume.
Just Moses and Plato. No need for formalities.
As you wish, gentlemen. I'm Pierre. I'll be your guide, your helper, and your humble servant on the road.
Sounds very nice, buddy. may we speak to your boss?
My boss?
I mean the one who runs the Express.
Ah, I see. That would be me too, Pierre.
Oh, really?
Look, pal, no offense, but
How could the train inspector be a simple insect?
well, I mean, that's what I was getting at. I really didn't mean to offend you, but it's quite rare.
Indeed, it is rare, which is why I feel so honored. And of course, it is a huge responsibility too.
In that case, good for you. And congratulations.
Thank you. Please enjoy your journey. If there's anything I can do to help, I'll jump to it right away.
Huh?
You know, jump.
Ah, because you're a jumping spider.
Yes, I am. Witty, no?
Yes, we all had such a good laugh.
But please, board the train soon. Most of the passengers have already taken their cabins.
We will. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, all aboard!
About time.
I was starting to freeze to death out here.
Cassandra, my darling, I'll have you warmed up in no time.
Must we tolerate this incessant chatter? Let's board.
Slow down, Separ. Don't be in such a hurry. You know your heart.
We wish you a pleasant journey on behalf of the Clawville Express. Let me know if you need anything. I can be very handy.
Huh?
Huh?
Oh, yes, I see. Because you have a lot of hands, right?
Oui.
Indeed. Listen.
Indeed.
What?
No, that's horrible.
What? Well, it wasn't that hard to have a little chat, was it? It's a nice way to pass the time.
I've already got the worst headache.
Come on, you'll survive. So, shall we hop on board then?
If we must.
Quite strange company we got here, don't you think?
And we haven't seen half of it yet.
Something smells fishy to me. This Mujara guy and his assistant. Not to mention His Excellency the Ambassador and his ice-cold daughter.
We're in for an interesting journey, that's for sure. But I wouldn't jump to conclusions just yet.
Well, anyway, time to get ready for the party.
Oh no, the party. You shouldn't have mentioned. My head.
Come on, Chief. Let's get dressed up, have a drink or two, and go to the little rat hole in the back of the train for a good sleep. What could go wrong?
Famous last words, eh?
Ha! See? You're getting a sense of humor.
No.